We're nearly ready here now for the Western C under 20 hurling final between Bhride and Ballyduff. So we'll go with the Ballyduff team first. In goals, Florence Flynn. Now this competition is 13 aside. So we've two on the full back line, Seamus Brana and Sam Kingston. Seamus Brana, one of the minors of Ballyduff, already won the Western title. The half back line is Joe Ahern and Quentin Joyce, and there's a change there. Cora Hickey is in wearing number 14 instead of Patrick Fennessy. Midfield, number 7 Patrick McCarthy, number 8 Darius Sheehy. The half forwards, number 9 Anthony Higgins, number 10 Sean Hickey, number 11 Jason English, captain of the team, and in the full forward line, 2 players, number 12 Billy Carroll and number 13 Carl Murphy. And if we go to the Bhride team then on the other side, Bhride, which is of course amalgamation of the Shamrocks and Tallow. In goals for them, Cian O'Brien. Full back line, number 2 Stephen Roach and number 3 Alan Hurley. Their half back line, 3 players, number 4 Ian Martin, number 5 Owen Lenihan, number 6 Doris Spillane. In mid of the field, number 7 Padraig Hines, and number 8 Shane Martin. The half forwards, number 9 Jack MacDonald, number 10 Tom Dalton, number 11 Kieran Lenihan, and in the full forward line, number 12 Jake Henley, number 13 Adam McSweeney. I don't know, but I was a betting man, I'd say those last two with surnames like that, they're surely from Tallow. To qualify for this, Bhride got the better of Stradbally in a high-scoring game after extra time, so they won eventually by 331 to 327. And as for Ballyduff, they had a win over Dungarvan in the semi-final. They won that by 617 to 49. Now the Shield is the third year the Shield is there. 2019 it was won by Ballyduff, and it wasn't played in 2020 during COVID at the time. It was played last year, won by 4 Mile Water. So we're nearly ready for everything. And Gavin Whelan would normally be here doing what I'm doing tonight. He's refereeing, and as good as Gavin is, and he's very versatile, but I don't think he'd be able to commentate and referee at the same time. So that's why you're landed with me. So we're nearly ready to start this game now. It'll be 30 minutes aside, and have to say the field is in some condition here, considering the time of year. Bhride are wearing their kind of their dark blue, green shirts with the yellow stripes, and Gavin is going to throw it in, and we'll see who'll win the toss. Owen Lenihan is captain of Bhride, and Jason English is captain of Ballyduff. So here comes the toss. Here for either side. A few people pulling in here, and it's very, very cold here tonight in Dungarvan, but thankfully there's no rain. Had enough of that to last us until next May. Everything almost ready now to get going, and fairness to the divisional boards and the county boards, most of the competitions finished. Under 20 B football final to be played on Sunday morning between Greatlet and Roanmore. There's a Western B final this grade as well in the hurling to be played, and apart from that I think that's more or less it. Everything ready now to start our Western C under 20 hurling final for the year 2022. Gavin throws it in, and our first ruck of the evening, and a few players are missing here now. There's Sean Hickey, nice bit of control. Perhaps the pass is a bit short. Maybe more direct play might be more beneficial here, but Gavin holds the whistle, so it's a free in for Bhride. The foul was on Jake Henley, and a chance for them to open their account. 30 seconds gone on the clock here, and I think it's number 7 Padraig Hines who's going to take this. Padraig, of course, would have been a key member of the Shamrocks junior football team, who won the county final this year after losing 4 successive finals. Well, a real ad for persistence. Padraig just outside the 45-metre line, takes his time, handy free to start with, and he scores it. First score, so after just a minute, Padraig Hines for Bhride. Free. So the puck out of Florence Flynn breaks down midfield, won again by Adam McSweeney, and that's a free for Ballyduff. And it's interesting, maybe it's a sign of the times. Both clubs, which is 13 aside, both clubs have I think 2 subs. That's what they have. So it's great that this competition is there to facilitate clubs maybe might be struggling to make up numbers. Not every club has the riches of Ballygunner at their disposal. Quentin Joyce with that free. It's cutting to the left. It's gone wide. It's gone wide. First wide. Ballyduff. So we've a minute, almost 2 minutes gone. 1 point to Bhride. Bhride, no score yet to Ballyduff. See who'll take over from 4 Mile Water. Won this last year. Puck out. Dropping, fine puck out. Ball dropping in another ruck here. Lovely, beautiful bit of skill there by Padraig Hines. Hines goes back with the ball. Waiting to get possession here, and this is the chance of number 10, Tom Dalton. Tom's shot is good. It's over the bar. Second score. Lovely score. Brilliantly set up there by Padraig Hines and Tom Dalton. Finish it off. Combination there from the two Shamrocks men. So two points for Bhride. No score yet for Ballyduff. Road taken. And ball breaking the far side of the field. Again, another ruck. Kevin, keep it close high. Pushed out here. Cross must in far field. Grass might be a little bit long, but then who's hitting the ball on the ground anymore? No need for short grass. Lovely low ball struck in. But great defence there by Stephen Roach. Stephen Roach does well. Nice ball out. Padraig Hines stays to say, beautiful pass from Hines. Wonderful pass across. This is a chance. This is number 10, Tom Dalton again. They've combined again, and Tom Dalton has scored a second point. Lovely score. Great combined play from the Shamrocks, and good defence as well by Stephen Roach. So 2 in a row for Tom Dalton. 3 points for Coach Bhride. No score yet for Ballyduff. Lawrence Flynn. Maybe he's known as Flurry. I'll have to check that. Ball goes down, and again Padraig Hines dominating proceedings here early in the game. Well hooked there, but he's back in possession again. And strikes the ball down. Down towards Jake Henley. Jake Henley turns on, strikes it into the middle again. Number 8, Shane Martin. Shane Martin's shot dropping short. Well defended. Coming out there, Seamus Brenna. Remember the minor team that won the championship earlier in the year for Ballyduff. And that's a free out. So we have, 4.5 minutes nearly gone here. 3 points for Coach Bhride, no score yet for Ballyduff. And Florence Flynn, lovely ball into the space. Nicely controlled there by Carl Murphy. Carl Murphy going to find sole run from Carl. Angles out, unfortunately to lose his footing there, sends in the pass. Padraig Hines is there to cut it out. And helping him there is Stephen Roach. Stephen Roach clears it out, waiting for that clearance. It's back with Ballyduff again. And Carl Hickey in possession. Carl loses it. Important for Ballyduff maybe to get a score just to settle them down in the proceedings here. But that's cleared way out the field. It's a race between Tom Dalton and Quentin Joyce. Quentin Joyce wins that race, but it's back with Coach. Hand pass back. Nicely worked out by the Ballyduff defence. Working down, but at the moment they're finding it difficult to get past that. Coach Bhride, centre field half back access. This is Tom Dalton again. Tom has the advantage if that ball doesn't go over the bar. The ball didn't go over the bar, it went to the so it's a free in. One of the excellent rules that has been brought into the GA a couple of years ago, that if advantage doesn't accrue, it's blown back and gives the free. Of course, this may be one of the last years that we will have an under-20 championship. A lot of talk about replacing the inter-county with under-17, under-19. And personally, they had 18 and 21 and they should have left things as they were. There's nothing wrong with them. So a chance now for Coach Bhride to go 4 points up. We're in the 6th minute here. Free. Again for Padraig Hines, again fairly handy and over the bar. So Ballyduff will know if they commit frees, Padraig Hines will punish them. His second free, his second point, 4 points. Coach Bhride, no score yet for Ballyduff. Florence Finn now, of course, we mentioned here that Tyrone Flynn missing here for Ballyduff, huge loss. County player, struggling with injury all year. This is Padraig Hines. Padraig opens the shoulders and lets that go. That looks good from here. No, it's dropping slightly short. Well controlled by the goalkeeper. Excellently done. Strikes it out as far as Patrick McCarthy. Patrick McCarthy keeps it up the same wing. This is a good play. On the zone, hand pass in. Hand pass in towards Sean Hickey. Sean, senior experience, if not mistaken. Sean goes for the score. Oh, lovely point by Sean Hickey. Struck on the run. Excellent score by Sean. Their first one and a good one. And they needed that in the 8th minute. And it reduces the margin now to 3 points, 4 points to 1. Great score by Sean Hickey. Puck out quickly taken there by Cian O'Brien. He's not wasting any time. He's not giving the commentator much time to write down anything. Short pass there by Shane Martin into the space. Number 12 is Jake Henley. Jake strikes that ball. The goalkeeper comes out. Pretty competent goalkeeping there by Florence Flynn. So a chance to clear out. Shortish clearance. One back by Tom Dalton. Tom goes around and flicks it on for himself. But that's well defended by Seamus Brennan. Ballyduff, Seamus trying to get clearance in. Has it on the second, has it on the third. He hasn't, leaves it. Good play there by Coral Hickey. But great pressure there on Quentin Joyce. Quentin still in possession. Good clearance up the far side of the field from Quentin. If that breaks kindly, could be a chance of a score. But again, yes, loose pull there, so it's a free for Ballyduff. So, having started a bit slowly, they've chance now to reduce the arrears to just 2 points. Coming across to take this is Cathal Murphy. And this free, well, it was halfway between the 65 and the 45, but like any intelligent hurler, Cathal has brought it in a small bit. So now it's a bit nearer the 45, slightly to the right of the goals. Not a hugely difficult free, but it's easy to say that from here. Here we go. He strikes it high, he strikes it well. And it's down to 2 points. Good recovery here from Ballyduff. Those 2 points, and now there's just 2 points between them. 4 points to 2, and we have 9 minutes and 20 seconds gone here. Which was Padraig Hines there, and it's back with Ballyduff again. And it's amazing a few scores can give a team confidence. Doris Sheehy coming up now, very close to the sideline. Well hassled there by 2 Bhride players. Padraig Hines tidies it up. Back is the number 5. 5 is own Lenahan. Son of Thames, member of the Shamrocks team, of course, that won the junior football as well, in towards the middle. And towards Shane Martin. Shane is fouled, so it's another free. So Padraig Hines, very effective from frees. One side, he has scored 2 from 2, and he's a chance now to make it 3 from 3 and put it 3 points between the sides again as we just passed the 10 minute mark here. This free, about 60 metres out. 58. If we were to be accurate with our metre stick there, to be to the right of the goals. Now, he has scored 2 before that, so a little bit more difficult than the first 2 he struck. Takes his time. Strikes that seems to be going to the left. And is it gone to the left? Yes, it's gone to the left. So first wide for Cois Bhride. 1 wide for Ballyduff. Still 4-2. 10 minutes 42 seconds gone. The puck out from Florence Flynn, a bit higher than he might have liked. Drops a bit short on his own 45. But they maintain possession. Nicely done there by Jason English, team captain. And a long run, but I think he might have caught that ball 3 times. Yeah, so it's a free out to Cois Bhride here. And Ballyduff mentors Kevin Casey, Jimmy Hannon, and Cois Bhride mentors Dennis Martin, Liam Dalton, Dan Casey and Johnny Geary. Not quite sure who's playing in the equivalent in the East. Are they Eastern champions yet in this competition? But we'll follow the play here. And that's Jake Henley, and Jake was fouled, so it's another free in. And this is about slightly less than 40 metres out from the goals. To the left Paul Hines has a chance to score his third. He's missed one. Slightly easier than the last one he struck here as we hit the 12-minute mark. Coach Bhride is still winning 4 points to 2. Chance now to stretch that out to 5. Again, the lift wasn't perfect, but the strike was good. And it's 5 points to 2. Coach Bhride 3 ahead. Puck out from Clarence Flynn. The connection is a bit better this time, goes a bit further. Drops between the two 65s. Nicely done there by Jason English. Jason has fouled, so it's a free for Ballyduff. And coming across to take this is Quentin Joyce. Quentin this one into the space, lovely ball. In front of the forward, trying to control the ball there, Carl Murphy. Carl scored. Lovely point, Carl still. Maisie Solar from Carl. Goes for a goal! Saved by the goalkeeper. Good response on free out. Excellent play there by Cian O'Brien. Carl Murphy went for the juggler. But Cian O'Brien was up to it, ready for the shot. Saved it well. Was fouled on the way out. Quickly taken. Out towards Tom Dalton. And the Eastern final is between Airdzone and Ballygunner B, I'm told here. Right. John Jackson, let me know. John, as ever, nothing happens in this county that John doesn't know. This is a chance from Paul Hines. Paul Hines, his first from play, his fourth in all, and it's back to 4 points again. And that was a big moment there because it could have been a goal for Ballyduff, but it was well saved by Cian O'Brien. Went up to Paul Hines and he struck it over the bar. So it's 6-2, 13 and a half minutes gone. 2 Cois Bhride players waiting here. Nice play by Tom Dalton. Strikes a low ball in. The Shamrock connection back towards Tom again. Can he control that ball? He can. And he does. And a lovely low pass in again. And that's Adam McSweeney, but Adam's first throw drops short. Florence Flynn does well. Clears it out nicely. Out towards Patrick McCarthy. Patrick McCarthy now also running his own 45. Still tearing in, and he's on his few steps taken there maybe, but he kicks it. They can play football in Ballyduff as well. Not renowned for as a football club, but they can play it. Ball breaks there. And both players having difficulty as we almost reach the quarter hour mark. This is Jason English. The pass back. Good pressure on the Cois Bhride backs, and here comes a chance in the end. It's struck by number 8. Number 8 is Dara Shee. Dara strikes it well. Lovely point from him. Their third. Reduces the margin to 3 points again. So 6-3, 15 minutes. Puck out taken and the ball struck on the ground. We should take a picture of that. Doesn't happen too often. Hurling. Lovely pick up there by Sean Hickey. Sean in towards the middle. Tell me about this game that a goal could be very important for either team. Quentin Joyce, long ball in, but that's in towards the goalkeeper. A little bit slow off his line, strikes it out, so that will be a 65 for Ballyduff. And a chance to cut the barrage into 2 points once again. I managed that, but Cathal Murphy's free in the 9th minute, reduce it to 4-2. 6-3 at the moment, as we have 15 and a half minutes gone. Entertaining game here. 13 aside, first time I ever saw 13 aside was in colleges football back in the 70s. Commentator giving away his age. But very open play when you see 13 aside. Generally no full forward, no full back. And the rest of the lines as per normal. So ready to take this now, Cathal Murphy. Scored 1 free. There's a chance now to add a 65, and also of course he got a lovely effort from play. Strikes, it might be dropping short, it's still there. But cleared out nicely by Cois Bhride. And that's out towards Shane Cronin, who seems to be in at this stage, whether a player came off or not. I see Shane Cronin, number 14. In any case, it's a free out for them. And Gavin is up. Is he going toward a yellow card? No, just making a note there of Billy Carroll's. Yeah, so Billy will have to just be careful. Free quickly taken. Out towards own Lenihan. Nice low ball from Lenihan there, trying to control it there. Tom Dalton, Tom failed to get it. It's back with Ballyduff again. And back with their number 10. Their number 10 is Sean Hickey. And another free. Might be a little bit far out for Carl Murphy. They might try somebody else to take this one. Yeah, so it's Sean Hickey is going to take this free. And this, you could say, halfway between both 65s. And a little kick of the ball there from Tom Dalton, a little bit of gamesmanship. I suppose you can't blame him either. Anything to put him off as he tries to cut the margin to 2 points. It's a long way out. This would be some free if it goes over. 17 3/4 minutes gone. The connection is good, the distance is good, but it might be going to the left. It's gone to the left, so that's the second wide for Ballyduff. Bhride have had one. It's still 6-3 and it's 18 minutes gone on the clock. 30 minutes, of course, each half. And is there extra time if they finish level? Yes, extra time to playing to a finish. So we could have extra time, we could have penalties. God help us, we'll have to bring Flask with us if it was going on that long. Here we go now. Padraig Hines again. Hines very close to the sideline. That's an ambitious effort from Padraig Hines. That's a fantastic score for Padraig Hines. Excellent score. He was close to the sideline, went for the point, and brilliant score. Two fantastic scores by Padraig Hines. Phones ringing here and everything else. The phone has been gunched. Back we go here. Ball falling out now. So it's 7-3, 4 points between the sides again, and Padraig Hines certainly the star of the game so far. This is Tom Dalton. Tom goes in the sole run. In front, of course, and Mark's twin. So players trusting for close to the sideline. Gavin, I think he's going to throw it in here. 19 minutes gone, 7 points to Bhride, 3 points for Ballyduff upper. Padraig Hines has scored 5 of the 7 points for Bhride so far. And Tom Dalton, the other 2. So back we go, just chance here for Quentin Joyce. Lovely clearance from Quentin. Oh, great ball into the space. Straight in towards Jason English. Jason has time to come round, looks at the goal, tries his shot. It's struck by Jason. It's a wonderful point by Jason, but that was a great clearance there by Quentin Joyce. Just what Ballyduff needed. So margin is down to 3 again. Again the quick puck out. 7 points to 4. Well won back. Lovely hand pass in by Cora Hickey. On to Carl Murphy. Carl is still tall and cuts in. Better angle for himself. A strike to strike. Oh, they're going for the goal. This is a chance of a goal, and there's a goal. Here's a goal! A goal for Sean Hickey. I said a goal might be important, and in the space of 60 seconds, Ballyduff have scored a goal and a point. And all of a sudden, the sides are level here. Again, Cian O'Brien wasting no time with the puck out. Back and Bhride to be a bit disappointed because they dominated the play for much of it, but there you are. Whistle blown there, so free in for Bhride now, and a chance for Padraig Hines to restore their lead. And Sean Hickey scored his goal scored tonight, and he scored 3 goals in the semi-final, so Sean is on a roll. And I think Padraig Hines now tying his lace before he takes this free. So we're in 21 minutes gone here, and the sides are level. 7 points to 1-4. And after 7 minutes it was 4-0 for Bride's favour. But that's the beauty of hurling. It can change very quickly, and in the space of 60 seconds, that point from Jason English, and then that goal from Sean Hickey. And in fairness, Colin Murphy had possession, could have had a point. They went for the jugular, he passed it into Sean, and Sean buried it. No chance for Cian O'Brien. But this free about 60 metres out, slightly to the left of the goals. Padraig Hines, very methodical in his preparation, but no, that one is gone. It's gone to the right of the goals. That's their second wide, 2 wides apiece. locked together, 1-4 to 7 points. Ballyduff got the goal. 22 minutes gone, short puck out to Quentin Joyce. Quentin, same side of the field, that's Red, and Red well. But the other number 5, Owen Lenihan. Owen loses possession, but it's time to regain his footing. Lovely pass in towards Padraig Hines again. Hines goes over and has a look at the goal. He's on the 45-metre line. Hines strikes it high, and Hines strikes it well. He is really a superb striker of the ball, Padraig Hines. He scored 6 of their 8 points, and 3 from play, and excellent efforts. Excellent efforts. 22 minutes gone. Lovely catch there by Sean Hickey, the man who got the goal. Sean strikes it in towards the middle. Helping him here is Joe Ahern. Joe passes it back to the midfielder, Dara Sheehy. Dara Sheehy strikes it in, and Ballyduff's confidence is really up now after scoring that goal. But that's well defended by Alan Hurley. Alan Hurley clears it out the same side of the field, out towards Jack MacDonald. Again, well known Tallow surname. Not sure whether he's from Tallow or not, but he's certainly from Cois Bhride, and he does well to win the ball back. They're competing fiercely the far side of the field. Again, possession. Who comes out of that? Coming out of that is Padraig Hines. Padraig Hines. Ooh, kind of a dodgy clearance across, but they get away with it. And that lovely soul run here by Stephen Roach. Stephen Roach, well dispossessed, wins it back again. Good play by the defender. But he's under great pressure from Ballyduff to dispossess him. Tom Dalton is in there to help. So throws the number 9. Jack MacDonald again. Jack MacDonald strikes it across. And eventually Cois Bhride cleared their lines. Lovely relieving clearance there by Owen Lenihan into the space. Oh, this is a chance of a goal. This is Jake Henley. Jake Henley. Oh, crossbar! Still there. Can he finish the second time? He can't. Fierce hard luck there for Jake Henley. They never denied the crossbar between him and the goal for Cois Bhride. And it's clear out of Ballyduff now. And pulled back there. Possession, yeah, it's a free for Shane Mackin, but or Shane Martin. Really hard luck there by Jake Henley. Did Everton right, got inside the defence, crashed it. Goalkeeper was off his line, and it struck the crossbar. Very quickly taken by Padraig Hines into the space. Lovely ball in, and are they going for the jugular again? This is Henley again. He might have missed the first one. He didn't miss the second one, and all of a sudden again, Cois Bhride are gone back in front. Jake Henley with the goal. So it's 1-8 to 1-4, or they're gone 2 ahead, 4 ahead I should say, 1-8 to 1-4. And Jake Henley is injured here, whether he was, I didn't actually see quite what happened. Possibly in the attempt to tackle he might have shipped a blow. So Gavin checking with his umpire. His umpire will keep it that singular, he has 1 blow, but that's enough. Now he's going across. Good refereeing here by Gavin, consulting with his officials. He's now consulting with the linesman. And he's coming back across. Now is he going to call a player over? He seems to be calling over Seamus Branagh. So Seamus might get a yellow here. And Gavin is certainly having a word with the cornerback. As the clock hits 25, 4 points between them now, 1-8 to 1-4. And Jake Henley has got up, he's okay. So Gavin is, yellow card for Seamus Branagh there. And the puck out again for Florence Flynn. Well, fair play to Jake Henley. After his first effort, crashed back off the crossbar. A minute later, got the second chance. This time he hit it low. No crossbar in the way. And they're 4 ahead again. Padraig Hines, lovely ball in towards Henley again. Henley's getting a bit of space. Is he going to try to round the defender again? This time he might be happy with the point. He strikes it well. Goal to the point in quick, rapid succession there by Jake Henley. As there's 5 points between them again. This game is certainly fluctuating from end to end. They were 4 ahead twice, 3 times in fact. Then Ballyduff pulled back level, but since then they've responded well. Cois Bhride here with a goal and 2 points as they go 5 ahead. Seamus Branagh back towards Quentin Joyce. Quentin looking up to see where he clears the ball to the right. Lovely clearance, but that's read and well read. Padraig Hines, lovely soul running again. And he goes for scoring, and that effort might drop short. Florrie Flynn watching it all the way. Clears it out, good clearance out. Out towards Patrick McCarthy. McCarthy stays the same wing. No ball here, that ball breaks back, but it's read by an extra defender for Bhride. And the ball into Tom Dalton. Tom, nice control by Tom. Has the ball now, solos in. 3 players, the hand pass across. Right towards Padraig Hines. Padraig lifts it well. Nice short pass across the field. Towards Alan McSweeney, back to Padraig Hines again. Padraig Hines has a look at the goal. That should be enough for Padraig the way he's playing tonight, is it? Yes, it is. Fantastic scoring of Padraig Hines. This guy is giving an exhibition. And if my calculations are right, he has scored 8 points, 7 points of the 110, I think. I think it's 7. Yeah, 7 points of the 110. And they're back on the attack again. As with Jake Henley again. Jake strikes it high, and Jake has put over there. And this is a good run for Bhride now. As they reel off 1-4 without reply. And they're 7 points in front. So important enough for Ballyduff to try and arrest that slide and get a score of their own. Bring them back into contention here. That ball breaks down. 2 Bhride players here. Working well here, and that's collected by Shane Martin. Shane hand passes across, but loose use of the hurley there. Gavin blows the whistle, and it's a free in. As this is behind their own 65. Padraig Hines ready to strike it. Less than 2 minutes of normal time remaining here. It should be about maybe 2 minutes of additional time at the end of this half. Nice bit of play by Kieran Lenihan. Kieran back towards Shane Martin. Shane Martin's high ball. How is that going to fall? Well defended. Yes, eventually Patrick McCarthy was fouled there, so it's a free out for Ballyduff. But Ballyduff haven't scored since the 20th minute, so it's nearly 9 minutes now since they've scored, and 1 minute of additional time. I thought it might be 2. But again, as we said before, no breeze worth speaking of here, so it's not going to be a factor. That's no harm. And a little bit of trickery there by Kieran Lennon, kicks the ball back. I'd say if Gavin had seen that, he might have moved the ball up here. In any case, Florence Flynn coming out, takes his free just outside his own 20-metre line. 1:11 to 1:4. We're in the last minute of normal time. There's a minute of additional time, at least a minute, of course. Important to state that. He's trying to get possession there, Sean Hickey. Sean kicks it forward. And Sean with 3 players around him. Of course, we'd have the work done on Sean does so. Great. That's fantastic play by Sean Hickey. Great play there. There was no way he should have won that ball. 3 players around him in the blue and green shirts. Yet he came out, 1 possession. And it's a chance for them, and it's important for them that they might score this just to cut that margin. At the moment they trail by 7. As we just hit the 30-minute mark, and Colin Murphy is going to take this free. It's outside the 45-metre line, slightly to the left. Scoreable, but then it's easy to see that from up here. Here comes, looks good from here, and it is good. The umpire's hand goes up. So that's our first score in 10 minutes, and reduces the arrears to 6. 1:11, 1:5. Again, quick puck out. Keane O'Brien. I think he has a schlitter waiting any time the ball goes in. Anyway, we're back in the middle of the field. Collected there by Shane Cronin. Shane is fouled, so it's another free in. A lot of frees in this game. And that free was struck across there by Tom Dalton. He loves the player very near him, back towards Padraig Hines. They're combining well for Hines, and Hines strikes it. And the way Hines is playing, anytime he takes a shot today, there's something happening. That goes over the bar. His 8th point. Fantastic display here in the first half. I think he has 6 of those from play. So 1:12 from 1:5, and that extra minute has gone here. So everybody watching now to see, will Gavin blow the half-time whistle? Yes, he must have been listening to us. He's done just that, and Coach Bhride was very happy here. They started well. They were 4-0 up. They were 6-2 ahead. They were 7-3 ahead. Then Ballyduff level it with a goal and a point within 60 seconds. But since then, it has all been Coach Bhride. They've scored 1-5 with only 1 point as a reply from Ballyduff. So at half time, as the teams go to the dressing room, Coach Bhride leading by 7 here. They're on 1-12. Ballyduff are on 1-5. We'll be back with the second half. Okay, so both teams out, ready to start the second half, and the scoreline reads 112 to 1-5. And of those scores, Padraig Hines has scored 8 points of that 112, 5 of those points from play. Jake Henley has scored 1-2, and Tom Dalton has scored 2 points. They're the Bhride scorers, and for Ballyduff, Sean Hickey has a goal and a point. Cathal Murphy has 2 points, and their other scores were Doris Sheehy and Jason English. So that's it. So Gavin throws it in. So 30 minutes between Ballyduff and their second, if they mount a famous comeback here, and between Bhride and their first Western title in this grade. Well, the first trying to get the shield, certainly, the new shield. So they're in possession again. Back towards Padraig Hines again. Padraig Hines fits. Oh, lovely ball across the field to Tom Dalton. Tom has space. Tom trying to lift the ball. Lifts it at the second attempt. Cuts back to good, better angle from himself. Strikes that ball over his shoulder. That looks good from here. Lovely point from Tom Dalton. Set up by a spectacular crossfield pass by Padraig Hines. So they're stretching out the lead. It's now 113 to 1-5. And it's going to take something special from Ballyduff to come back here. Ball struck out towards the middle of the field. Padraig Hines in there again, so he's not just about scoring, he's in ready to do the dirty work and able to do the dirty work with the ball back. A few steps in possession. The ball is struck in towards Jake Henley. Jake Henley has 1-2. Is he thinking another goal? Jake Henley strikes it. It goes just too high. He took the hit there, knew the hit was coming, but put it over the bar. And Jake Henley has shown twice that he has an eye for goal. When he gets a chance, he's willing to take on the defenders. I think he knew he was going to be, as they say in the parlance, creamed there, which he was, but he kept going, put it over the bar. And Gavin now is speaking to Florence Flynn, and he might be awarding a yellow card here, I'd say, for over-enthusiastic tackle, shall we say. But great play there by Jake Henley. Yellow card there, and a tap on the head there for the goalkeeper, Florence, for Jake Henley. So 2 Ballyduff players on yellow cards, famous Brandon Florence Flynn. 114 to 1-5, 2 minutes gone in the second half. Nice puck out by Florence. Out towards Patrick McCarthy. Patrick McCarthy drives it down, but that's cut out by Padraig Hines again. And he goes away in another solo run. Chased by 2 players. Some solo run, lovely pass out towards Adam McSweeney. McSweeney goes, and Adam McSweeney gets his first score of the night. And this is an excellent display by Bhride here. 115 to 1-5. Like I said, on Sunday, the Eastern final between Ballygunner B and Erin's Own. Backward Bhride again. Onlin had well dispossessed there by Jason English. Jason in turn loses it, and it breaks again, and it's backward Bhride again, in towards Henley again. He's been marked now by Patrick McCarthy. Breaks the ball out. That's won there by Shane Martin. Shane Martin slips it back towards Henley. Lovely pass back to Tom Dalton. Tom is great combined play there. 4th point for Tom Dalton. And they're really giving an exhibition here at this stage. Bhride 116. That's fair scoring in 36 minutes. 2 minutes of injury time in the first half. I know we've played 3.5 second half here. Oh, lovely ball into Sean Hickey. Now can Hickey score? They need to score here. Hickey, a one-handed pass. Lovely pass inside. But the player, he's swallowed up. And it's a free in. Gavin had the hand up. Advantage in the crew. So it's a free in for Ballyduff. Now, do they go for a goal, or will they be happy with a point? I always remember Kilkenny man sitting beside me at a match one time. He says, put it over the bar. He says, you get 1/3 of the reward for 1/10 of the effort. But Sean Hickey is standing back, so maybe is he going to go first? He strikes it low and he scores it. Well, just what was needed. Just what was needed. Second goal for Sean Hickey. 3 in the semi-final, and now he has scored a second one here. Now, can that give them an injection? 116 to 2-5. Puck out quickly taken again. And it's back with Dara Sheehy. Dara Sheehy strikes it in towards Henley again. Henley falls this time. Good defence. That's better from Ballyduff. Ball towards the sideline. Coming out strongly. Quentin Joyce. Quentin towards into the middle. Lovely pass across the middle. Standing on his own is Sean Hickey. Man 2 goals. Lovely ball in from Sean. It's collected by Carl Murphy. Carl Murphy pass across. They're taking of a goal. Oh, it's spilt there by Patrick Fennessy, who has come on for Ballyduff. And what a pity he dropped that, because if he held on to that, there was a great chance of another goal, and it would be, we'd have a right challenge here. There's a helmet flying along the ground there. So 2-5, that's 11, 1-16, that's 19. There's 8 points between them. Can Ballyduff add to that tally to keep the pressure on Cois Bhride here, as 5.5 minutes gone, second half. Ball thrown in by Gavin, and it's collected. Yeah, free out for good defence again. And who is it? Padraig Hines. This man has been heroic, as well as scoring, setting up scores and defending when needed. Was needed there. He was fouled, so it's a free out. The free will be taken by Owen Lenihan. I have to say, after all the rain we've had here, what a pleasure it is to have a dry evening. That ball is struck in towards this falling down. Added on there by Jack McDonald. One back by Ballyduff, if it is. Tom Dalton in there foraging for possession. Sean Hickey is back there as well, loose. Uses the hurley, so free out for Ballyduff. Sean Hickey will take it. And, well, that ball should be moved forward. I don't think Gavin quite actually saw, but it was spotted by the linesman here, I think, so that ball should be brought forward. As when Sean Hickey was going to take that free, he was clearly interfered with. So the ball should be brought forward 13 metres, and that's what Gavin is doing. Or is it? Yes, well, that's more like 26 metres than 13. But in any case, it is brought forward, and rightly so. So the free is now between the two 65s. And Sean Hickey takes it, strikes it over to the left. And trying to get the ball. And that's the effort at a point. It's struck high, but it's gone to the right. It's gone wide. Yeah, it's gone wide. So that's Ballyduff's third wide. Cois Bhride have 2. Cois Bhride still leading 1-16 to 2-5. 7 minutes gone the second half. Puck out collected by Hines again, and he just tears away. 2 players in the chasing pack. Still has it. Some soul run by Hines. You must strike it off to Hurley if this will be some score. That's struck in. It's a goal. It's a goal. And you know what? If any player deserved a goal here tonight, it's Padraig Hines. Amazing soul run. He got that ball in midfield, sold it in inside the 13-metre line. Maybe a little bit fortunate that it ended in the net, but it has. And the gap is now 11 points again. Padraig Hines has now scored 1-8. 1-5 from play. In towards Jake Henley. Jake Henley, lovely, lazy strike from Jake, and that goes over the bar. 2, a goal and a point in rapid succession. So Jake Henley is now on 1-4. Padraig Hines is on 1-8. Tom Dalton is on 0-4. They're the men who are doing most of the scoring for Cois Bhride. And they now lead by 12. 2-17, 2-5. 2-17 is some scoring. They scored 3-31 against Tramley. Admittedly, it went to extra time. So they know where the opposition uprights are. And there's still a full 20 minutes, 21, remaining in this game. Back towards Tom Dalton. Oh, lovely pass from Tom into the space. He looked up to see where Jake Henley was. Jake Henley has the ball. Jake strikes it over his shoulder, and Jake strikes it over the bar. Beautiful hurling here now by Cois Bhride here. So 2-18, 2-5. Jake is now on 1-5. Looks like a scoring duel between himself and Padraig Hines. Nicely controlled there, and it's a free out. I think the free out is for Here's Brana. And it's taken quickly. Can Ballyduff respond? Sean Hickey, the man with the senior experience, he's going to be needed here. But Sean has been well marshalled, and anytime he gets the ball, there's 2-3 players in his way. They now have a free, and Cathal Murphy will take this. It's halfway between the 45 and the 20 metre line. To the right of the posts. Should score it. To keep them in the hunt, if just about. Well, Sean Hickey has run to take the pass, and he passes it across to Sean Hickey. Sean goes to the goal. Oh, good save. Defender blocked out by the defender there. That was heading towards the net, and it's a free out eventually. But good thinking there, quick thinking by Ballyduff, but well defended. Not quite sure which defender it was. I think it might have been Alan Hurley or Stephen. It was Stephen Roach. Stephen Roach blocked that ball. Very alert. And is the third Ballyduff player going to receive a yellow card here from Gavin? He's picking this time now to Billy Carroll. Yeah, Billy Carroll. The third Ballyduff player to receive a yellow card. So very alert defending there by Stephen Roach, one of the 5 Shamrocks players on this Cois Bhride team. Ball breaks out, collected once again by Padraig Hines. A lovely jink. Looks up and hits it into the space. They're leaving a lot of space in front of Headley. And it's working for them, although good defence that time by Patrick McCarthy. Loses possession. It's back with Tom Dalton. Tom looks, lovely low ball in. This is the chance of a score from Dara Sheehy. And Dara Sheehy's strike is good. Yet another player. My correction to Shane Martin. Shane Martin. So Shane Martin, and it's now 2-19 to 2-5, 14 points between the sides. Ballyduff have scored 1 goal in the second half, and Cois Bhride have scored 1 goal and 6 points. Back towards, nicely collected there by Alan Hurley. Added to there by Padraig Hines into the space again, and at this rate, are Ballyduff going to have to operate an extra defender marking Jake Henley, because Jake Henley is causing havoc when the ball goes in his general direction. And it's a free in. And a chance for them to increase their lead. Is Tom Dalton going to take this free? I think Tom is. I think Padraig Hines just said, you take it. So when you're 14 points ahead, you have that luxury. And this free just outside the 20 metre line, slightly to the left of the goals. Simple one. Ballyduff defender, they may be a little bit near, but he's now moving back, have been told so by Gavin. And Tom sends it over the bar. That's his 5th point. And they're pulling away. 15 points between the sides, 220. 331, as I said, in the semi-final, 220 today. Padraig Hines again. Quick hand pass. In towards Tom Dalton. Tom has a look. Tom strikes. And everything is going well for Cois Bhride at the moment. That's Tom's 6th point. 1 from a free and 1 from play to follow up. And I'll be moving on to the second page. The scores are coming fairly rapidly here. So that's a free for Ballyduff. Inside the Cois Bhride 65. But at this stage, Ballyduff, they scored 6 goals against Dungarvan. They've scored 2 here. They're going to need 6 again, I think, if they're going to come back into this game. They're trailing by 16 points at the moment. Sean Hickey ready to take this free inside the 65. Sean hits it short. It's collected by Cathal Murphy. Cathal Murphy under pressure illegally. Says Gavin, another free in for Ballyduff. This time it's on the 45 metre line. Well, it's inside the 45 metre line, I should say. So, might tap it over the bar. It's kind of out to the left. Oh, they try and manufacture a goal. Cathal, and he sends it over the bar. Yes, it's gone over the bar. Cathal Murphy. And a ripple of applause. So that's 221 to 26. And a sub coming on. Number 15 is coming on for Cois Bhride. That's Callum McCarthy. And Callum is replacing number 9, who's Jack MacDonald. So puck out quickly taken. And it's back with Ballyduff again. Great hooking by Padraig Hines there. What was I saying about his defence? That he's willing to do that as well, and he has done that. Ruck of players there who's emerging from the ruck. Who else but Padraig Hines? Cross, nice clearance across the field there by Ian Martin. Ian Martin across, and this is Adam McSweeney. McSweeney has scored 1 point. He won't score a second quite yet. That's their third wide. And now I see Doris Ballan is coming on for Coach Bhride as well. And Dara is replacing, not quite sure who he's replacing here now. "45 minutes, we're in the last quarter. And it's number 11 that has come off. That's Kieran Lenihan. Meanwhile, it's a free for Ballyduff around the middle of the field. Sean Hickey strikes it. Trying to control there, but well defended. Cathal Murphy there putting the pressure on the defender, but he does well. Ian Martin, I should say, towards the sideline, kept in well. Oh, I thought Padraig Hines kept it in. So it's a sideline for Ballyduff, 2:21 to 2:6. That's going to be taken by Patrick Fennessy. Strikes it in, but it's won back by the defence again. Owen Lenihan strikes it across towards Tom Dalton, the Shamrocks boys. Fantastic ball by Tom Dalton. This is McSweeney. He had a wide a while ago. Has he a wide this time? He has a second wide. But a lovely pass in from Tom Dalton. So 4 wides for Coach Bhride, 3 wides for Ballyduff, but that's the wides. On the scoreboard, it's 2:21 to 2:6. Puck out towards the left side of the field. Controlled there nicely by Sean Hickey. And Sean, in some ways, fighting a lone battle. Lovely pass in. Now, can they add a score? They need a goal. They need a heap of goals. And it's a free in. So kind of a late tackle there on Sean Hickey. So, again, no advantage accruing. So, a chance for Ballyduff to narrow it, but to narrow it to still huge margins. There's 15 points between the sides. There's 13 minutes of normal time remaining in this Western C under-20 hurling final. Like I said, Ballygunner B and Erin's Own await the winners. And while we're talking about that, we'll wish Ballygunner the best of luck tomorrow in the Munster Senior Club Final. They take on Bally of Clare. The free taken by Conor Murphy, he drops it in. Anybody ready to whip on the ball there on the ground? No. Chance for the defenders to clear the line, and it's cleared well by Ian Martin. Ian Martin goes out that same side of the field off. What a take by Padraig Hines. And again, the burst of speed this man has really takes away. Flicks the ball overhead. There were 3 defenders there. The ball was taken off him, but illegally so. And the county final is going to be played next weekend. Sunday, the Eastern final. So the county final next weekend is the hard-working CCCC getting almost every game out of the way. I think the under-20A may be delayed. Well, some of that might depend on how Ballygunner get on tomorrow. Because if Ballygunner win tomorrow, they'll be playing an All-Ireland semi-final on the weekend before Christmas. Looks like it's going to be the 18th of December. And if it pans out to be the Shamrocks from South Kilkenny and Ballygunner from the outskirts of the city of Waterford, what a game that should be. And that's fixed for Croke Park. Those 2 semi-finals are going to be played in Croke Park. It was initially a double header, then they were thinking it might change it to single on Saturday and Sunday, but now because of St Thomas's players getting married on Saturday, I think it's going to be a double header on Sunday. Meanwhile, Padraig Hines has a chance of the free here. He scored 3 and then all the rest of his scores are from play. Has he another free? He certainly has. 2:22. And 1-9 now for Padraig Hines. 4 frees, 1-5 from play. Nice low ball. Chance of Ballyduff. Number 3, Sam Kingston. Sam is dispossessed. Won by Owen Lenihan. Owen on the 45-metre line. Almost loses it. Has a chance to steady himself and strike it. Strikes it nicely. Strikes it over the bar. 2:23 now. To 2-6. Very comprehensive victory here. And victory, we'd have to say, even though there are 10 minutes left. As a Ballyduffer to pull this out of the fire, I think they'd rename Fairfield, Knock, Medjugorje, all these, Fatima, where all these miracles have taken place. I don't think it's going to happen today. Or tonight. Though you look at it. Hines again, great skill. And strikes it across to Tom Dalton. It's caught by Tom. Tom's on the 65. Tom opens the shoulders. Tom lets fly. And Tom puts it over the bar. 7 points for Tom Dalton. And the scores keep mounting. And at this rate, they're nearly up to what they scored against Travely. 3:31. They scored 2:24 here. That took 80 minutes. This is in 50. This is a good 3 catches. Unlucky there with Jason English. Went on a good solo run, but then caught the ball 3 times. So it's a free out. And Owen Lenihan ready to strike this. It's back behind his own 45. 51 minutes gone at the clock. 2:24 to 2-6. 18 points between them. But a stress again. Tyrone Flynn, a huge loss for Ballyduff. County man. That's won back by Sam Kingston. Sam goes out in a sole run. He has to be careful not to catch that ball again. Hand passes it in, but waiting to snap it back is Tom Dalton. Tom strikes it into space. That's well cut out by Seamus Branagh. Good play by Seamus, was on the minor team. Won the county final. Ball breaks down. That's defended by Owen Lenihan. Low ball in, trying to control it. Jake Henley. Jake leaves it in. It starts Padraig Hines again. Will he go for a goal again? He's gone. Oh, he was dispossessed that time. Maybe tried to be a little bit too clever that time. Was dispossessed eventually. Ballyduff have a chance to clear their lines. Long delivery in towards the full forward line. Billy Carroll trying to get possession. There's a ruck there with 8 to 10 players, and Gavin blows the whistle, so he's going to throw the ball in. A little bit of dissent there, shall we say. A little bit of slight social disagreement between a few players. So Gavin is pulling it away and throws it away quickly, and it's back with Bhride again. And they'll give him the ball again. And that's struck in by Shane Cronin. In towards Henley again. Henley's movement is low. 4 players around him that time, but strikes it back towards Shane, but it's won back by Ballyduff. And it's a free out for the boys in red. 53 minutes gone on the clock. 2:24 to 2-6. Struck across the field there by Quentin Joyce. But it's one back, and another free out for Coach Bhride here. And it might be Division C, it might be 13-a-side, but some excellent scores in this game and some excellent performances. None better than that of Padraig Hines, who has been an absolute revelation here. That's Owen Lenihan now. Long clearance from Owen. It's an attempt for a score. It's dropping short. Goalkeeper comes out. Does well. Florence Flynn. And Florence, the hand pass out towards Dara Sheehy. Dara Sheehy says same side of the field. Low ball. It's back with Coach Bhride again. Tom Dalton. Tom strikes that on the left side. That's a beautiful clean strike from Tom. A great score from Tom. 2 points in a row from him. And that's his 8th point. And all from play. Great display by Tom Dalton here. And certainly, Cois Bhride have their stars. O'Lenihan clears the ball. Standing on his own, Adam McSweeney. Adam has time to open the shoulders, but that ball goes to the left. Won't reach the deadline. It's nicely flicked up by the goalkeeper into his hands. And the clearance out there, it's a small bit loose, but Sam Kingston has possession. And Sam, the hand pass across to Doris Sheehy. Doris Sheehy in towards the middle. Good run here by Quentin Joyce. Great shoulder by Padraig Hines. Quentin releases it quickly. Cross. And the ball comes across the field here. And it's taken, and it's well won there by Patrick Fennessy. Patrick Fennessy strikes that ball in another of those minors. But it's collected by the goalkeeper, Keane O'Brien, who strikes it out towards Callum McCarthy. Callum all on his own. Up the same wing. And now this is Adam McSweeney going for his third point. Again, it drops slightly short. It's collected by Florence Flynn. Florence Flynn, a clearance out. Patrick Fennessy slips at just the inopportune time, and it's won back by Ian Martin. Ian Martin passes one, hand passes it into Padraig Hines. Hines collects and strikes in one movement, but this time, what has happened very rarely, he gets the aim wrong and sent to the left. And 56 minutes gone here now, 4 minutes remaining. I don't think it will go to the DRA if Gavin blew this one a bit early. It's back with Sean Hickey. Sean rises the shoulder very well, strikes it in, and actually it was a foul, so no advantage accruing again. So it's a free in. And Quentin Joyce coming across to strike this, and all that's left at this stage for Ballyduff is maybe restore a little bit of pride, eat into that scoreline if they can. Coming off for them is number 12, Billy Carroll. And he has been replaced by Josh Ahern. The ball comes across. Chance of a score, but no power in the effort. The effort was by Cora Hickey. Well, the ball is still there, Rook, and this is a chance for it's a goal! Sean Hickey! 3 goals in the semi-final, 3 goals in the final, but it came far too late. So 3 goals for Sean in both matches. And, well, looks a bit better on the scoreline, 2-25 to 3-6. 3 minutes left. Here, whatever additional time, wouldn't be a hell of a lot of additional time, I'd say. 1 minute of additional time, just seeing the signal here, coming off the linesman. So, fair play to Ballyduff, that kept going right to the end and throwing the towel, and they've another free in now. Chance maybe to, they scored 6 against Dungarvan, they've 3 scored tonight. Arguably, I don't think there's any argument in it against better opposition tonight. That ball is struck across, nicely controlled by Conor Murphy. Conor Murphy cuts in, loses possession, has time to pick it again, and cuts in to create a better angle for the play. I think he's going for the jugular, and he's fouled again. And you'd have to give Ballyduff top marks for not throwing in any towel here. Cois Bhride are the better team. Here comes Sean Hickey. Sean strikes it low. He strikes it to the right. He strikes it wide. 4 wides for Ballyduff in total. 2 in the first half, 2 in the second half. Cois Bhride have 5. But Cois Bhride also have 2:25. Ballyduff have 3-6. Minute and a half of normal time remaining. Well, it appears that O'Lenihan is going to collect the shield. And they'll be travelling, I think it's probably Welsh Park next weekend. Oh, here, I'm just reliably told here by John Jackson, the county final will be played here, Fairfield. Meanwhile, Callum McCarthy has a go, that's dropping short. Goalkeeper comes out, defender comes out, nearly got in their way. Patrick McCarthy tried to lift it as well. Thundered out, he's fouled. And drops the hurley, but so does it. What did I say earlier on about Ballyduff in football? Sam Kingston half drop, that's gone over the line. It's gone over the line. Yes, a line ball for Ballyduff. We're in the final minute here. And the Cois Bhride mentors down below us here. Dennis Martin, Liam Dalton, Dan Casey, Johnny Geary. Job done. They've lost possession. It's back with Padraig Hines. And he's dispossessed. That hasn't happened too often, but they still have possession again. As we have 30 seconds of the 60 minutes remaining. Trying to get possession. Now players on their knees and coming out of that ruck out, but a good hook. Excellent hook there by Patrick Fennessy, low ball. Down below, and it's collected by Sean Hickey. And in fairness to Sean, senior player in your node. A great play by Sean Hickey to take on a brick flick. Goes forward. Will it go back to Sean again? It will eventually. He has it. He's looking at the goal. He's going for the goal. He strikes it a little bit too high, but it goes over the bar. Sean Hickey has scored, by my calculations, 3-2 here tonight. And that's slightly better reflection on the scoreboard. 3-2, yes. And 60 is gone. We're in that 1 minute of additional time. And last puck out perhaps of the evening. Dropped by Callum McCarthy, tries to get it. And the whistle is blown there, and it's a free in. So this will probably be the second last action of the game here. Who's going to take this free? And it's Padraig Hines. I'm sure Padraig Hines will take it. 1-9. Will he finish with 1-10? Outside the 45, slightly to the left of the goals. Indeed he does finish with 1-10. His fifth free, 1-5 from play, and with that the final whistle goes, and a very, very comprehensive victory here for Cois Bhride. Ballyduff kept going, but the better team won here, and they'll be in the county final next weekend. The final score here in the 2022 Western C Under-20 hurling final. Cois Bhride 2-26, Ballyduff Upper 3-7.
Could we have Owen Lenihan and Cois Bhride team here to the stand, please? Owen Lenihan. Accorda Gael, on behalf of Western Board, I'd like to welcome you all here this evening for the Park Hotel Under 20C Hurling Western Final. Great game, very sporting game between two neighbouring clubs, we could say, basically Cois Bhride and Ballyduff Upper. I'd like to just say a few thanks first. Thanks to the Park Hotel for the sponsorship of this competition, to the stewards and the gate people this evening, along with the officers of Western Board, Ollie in the field here, and Geraldine O'Keefe and the Community Employment Scheme, who actually keep the field and the area in top condition, as we can all see here tonight after a lot of rain, as we say, in the last couple of weeks. I'd like to thank both clubs for the competition and attending all the games and cooperating with the board. It is coming to the end of the year, but I really appreciate all the families and particularly the players and the mentors who are hurling away at this time of the year. Fair dues to them, and it's much appreciated, and we enjoyed the game tonight. Commiserations to Ballyduff Upper. They're always in the competition here and always they fought to the end, but unfortunately it wasn't to be your night, and I no doubt we'll see you again next year in the competition. But tonight is for Cois Bhride here, who are the champions this evening for the Under-20C competition. So without further ado, I wish them all the best basically in the county final, which will probably be next weekend against the winners of Erin's Own and Ballygunner B. So I've no doubt they'll go down, it'll be here actually, the hurling will be here. So I've no doubt that they'll do the West proud, and I wish them all the best in the county final. So tonight is Cois Bride's night, so here we present this year's 2022 trophy to the captain of the Bhride team, Owen Lenihan. A few words from Owen.
Yeah. I'd just like to thank Gavin and all his officials for a fair and good game. It was sporting out there, to be fair. For Fairfield for having the pitch in this condition for this time of the year, thanks to them. I'd like to thank Denny, Sean, Dan, Liam, Johnny. Could have been easy to just pack it in for the year and not bother with the U20, but thanks to them, they got us together, and sure, look, we're here now and we're after winning a Western again, so thanks to them. To the parents for driving the young lads, I suppose, around for the whole year into training. 3 cheers to Ballyduff. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip.
You take one? Yeah, two, yeah.
What you're going to say to the victor, go to spoils there, Trish. Do the West proud.
Thanks very much. I'll turn it off. Yeah, thank you, take care. Huh? Yeah, little one here, you press and hold. All right. Yeah, thanks very much.
Yeah, I'd just like to say, Bhride put a savage. Like, we got this 20s going, we didn't play with 3 or 4 years, and we got it going this year, and I'm glad now we did get it going because, we trained a few nights and they played very well, and they come up together since they're 8, 9, they all come up together, and they proved there today what they can do. They're a great bunch of lads. They trained hard with the last 14, 15 years. They've been together, they grew up together. And it's great to see how the performance came in that pitch there today. So I was delighted for them. I realise we have a county, so we have another day out, and hopefully we can go one step further and finish a good year. So that's all I'd say. I said, look, and all the mentors as well, and everything behind it, they all put a good effort in. And I thank the 2 clubs for getting the 20s going, and hopefully we'll keep it going now next weekend, and we can go all the way.